So let's get started. First, let's add a geometry container. Let's dive inside it. Before we start the actual process, let's look at the attribute transfer node itself. So, attribute transfer. Here we go. So, as you see, attribute transfer have two inputs. So the first one is this geometry to transfer attributes to. The second one is the geometry to transfer attributes from. So basically it needs two geometries, and what it does is it transfers the attribute from one geometry to another. So let's just delete it for now. Let's start with the grid. This will be our base geometry. Let's change the rows and columns. So I will show you a little trick for that. Right click on rows, copy parameter, left click on columns, paste relative reference. So what it basically does is, if we change the rows to 50, it will automatically appear in column as well. The column will also be changed automatically. So we reduce it to 25, the column will also show the same. So it will ease up our work. So for now, let's go with a value of 50. Let's add another geometry, sphere. Let's change the primitive type, polygon. Let's increase radius to 1. That's good. Turn on the display. Turn on the template in grid so we can see both at the same time. Now I have to animate the sphere. So let's add a transform node. Enable the move handle if it's not enabled. It's already enabled in my viewport. So what I have to do is, I want this sphere to go from one side of the grid to the other. So let me move this sphere to here. Frames look perfect. Make sure we are in frame 1. Now let's keyframe it. So press Alt key, left click on translate. Once it appears green, it means it's keyframed. So now let's go to frame 50. Move the sphere to the other end, outside the grid. Let's keyframe it again, Alt, translate, in a phase. So that's it. Now let's play it and confirm. Yeah, it works just fine. So now let's add a color node. So I'm planning to transfer the color of the sphere to the grid. So let's make the sphere red. So 1 at red, green should be 0, blue should be 0. So it's red now. Let's add a color node in grid as well. Color. And I have to make it black, so all will be 0. That's it. Now let's add our main node, attribute transfer. Attribute transfer. There we go. So the input 1 requires the geometry to transfer attributes to. So that is our grid. Input 2 requires the geometry to transfer attributes from. And that is our sphere. So let's connect both into here. Let's turn on the display here. Now we can see the red color, but it is fully covered because we have to change the settings under the condition tabs of attribute transfer. The distance threshold is way too long. We don't want that. It's one would be just fine. Now let's play. Now we can see a red circle in the grid, which is exactly the same place where our sphere used to be. This is how attribute transfer works. The color of the sphere is now in grid. This is simple but a fundamental technique for so many effects, like tire smoke. If there was a tire in the place of the sphere, we can use this data to emit smoke when the tire makes contact with our grid. So that's it for today. See you in the next video.